Hello and welcome everyone on this official platform of Legacy IS Academy. So today in this session I am going to discuss one of the most important issue which is also there in the news with respect to position of president in Indian setup as well as the position of prime minister in parliamentary setup. So, first of all, we are going to discuss about the position of Indian president. Okay, so position of president in Indian setup. Okay, now first of all, president, who is also considered as integral part of parliament. Integral part of parliament, as India has chosen the model that is parliamentary democracy. So, India has chosen a model called as parliamentary democracy. Clear? And president is an integral part of parliament. Because of British rule in India and diversity of India, because each and every section of Indian society has to give representation in Indian parliament, that is why India has chosen parliamentary setup. So let me tell you. Okay, now try to understand. Now, as you can see this model here and another model is here. Okay, this is legislature. Okay, and this is executives, that is council of ministers, and this is judiciary. Now, so there are two models. Okay, one this and another model is this. So, which one is related to parliamentary setup, parliamentary model of democracy? So, when we say parliamentary model of democracy, that means ministers are also part of parliament, sub part of legislature. Because in India, elections of legislature comes first, then we elect government. That means Lok Sabha elections, and then we elect, then we choose government. Getting my point? So we elect our representatives for Lok Sabha. Clear? So here you can see executives are sub part of legislature. So executives are sub part of legislature. Clear? Because to become a minister, you have to be a parliamentarian first. So in case of India, executives are sub part of legislature. Clear? So this is called as parliamentary setup. Parliamentary setup, because president is an integral part of parliament. Now if you see this model here, legislature is totally different, executives are independent and judiciary are independent. Getting my point? That means this setup is called as presidential system of government, presidential model. For example, in United States of America, this is in case of India. Clear? Now, what is the position of president in Indian setup? So let me tell you the position of Indian president. Okay, this much is clear. Now, position of president in Indian setup. So let me tell you, president is like a lamp. President is like a lamp in Indian setup. Getting my point? And prime minister is the main power. President is like a lamp and prime minister is the main power. Clear? So when the main power or the main switch is off, then lamp comes into the picture. So when the main switch is off, main switch is off, then you will see the role of lamp, that is president. Then the role of lamp can be understood, that is president. Clear? So it is wrong to say that president is just a rubber stamp. Getting my point? So it is wrong to say president is just a rubber stamp. Okay, so it is wrong to say. So when you analyze the role of president, okay, when you analyze the role of president, president is the post of dignity. President is the post of dignity. Okay, president represents nation. President represents the whole nation. Okay, so it is correct to say president is a constitutional head. President is a constitutional head. Clear? So in a parliamentary setup, now try to understand that in a parliamentary setup, okay, president has the role of philosopher, guide and friend. So in a parliamentary setup, president is a philosopher, friend and guide. Getting my point? If deadlock happens between two houses, then president comes into the picture. Okay. So there are three rights of queen in Britain also. Three rights of queen. In Britain. So British queen is like president of India, nominal head. Getting my point? So British queen is having three rights. One, right to inform that what is going on. Right to informed. Right to advise. And right to warn. If council of minister does not works properly, then president is also having a right to warn them. Right to warn. These three rights. This much is clear? Okay. Now, this is the prime minister, and these are his cabinet ministers. Cabinet ministers. Okay, all these are cabinet ministers. Now, let me tell you, when prime minister dominates in the cabinet, that kind of government is called as prime ministerial form of government. Prime ministerial form of government. Clear? And another diagram, again prime minister, and these are cabinet ministers. Okay, when cabinet ministers dominates, okay, in front of prime minister, so when cabinet ministers dominate, so it would be called as cabinet ministerial form of government. Cabinet ministerial form of government. This much is clear to all of you. So in a parliamentary setup, there are two kind of government. When prime minister is strong, then prime ministerial form of government. When cabinet ministers are strong, then cabinet ministerial form of government. This is the example. This is the example of Indira Gandhi. This is the example of present Modi government. Clear? This is the example of Manmohan Singh's government. Manmohan Singh was not a strong prime minister. Cabinet was dominating at that time. So, Manmohan Singh. Okay, so in a parliamentary setup, two types of governments are there. Okay, especially prime ministerial and cabinet ministerial form of government. I hope this much is clear to all of you. Okay, now. So there is an issue. Now you can see here that the position of prime minister in India is of Primus Inter Pares or interstellar minors. What does it mean? That the position of prime minister is in India is first among equals or moon among stars. This is moon among stars. So let me tell you. So Primus Inter Pares means first among equals. Clear? Or interstellar minors. It means moon among stars. Now this is the issue. Clear? Now we need to understand this statement. Getting my point? This statement shows the position of prime minister as well as other ministers. So this statement talks about the position of prime minister as well as other ministers. Okay, so if you want to understand the position of prime minister as well as other minister, we need to consider other factors also. Whether prime minister is first among equals or moon among stars. So it will depend on multiple factors. So whether PM is first among equals or moon among stars. So this depends on multiple factors. Multiple factors are there. Clear? So basically, there are two important things. Okay, remember this thing. So two important factors. So it depends on the personality of PM. Personality of PM, and second thing, position of his party in parliament. Position of his party in parliament. So two important factors. Position of his party in parliament. Okay. Now we need to understand these two factors. Okay. The answer is hidden behind these factors only. Clear? So first we'll try to understand with the examples. So we'll take some examples since the time of Nehru. Clear? So during Prime Minister Nehru, so till Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel alive, at that time PM was first among equals. Okay, till Sardar Patel was alive, at that time the position of PM was first among equal. The position of PM was first among equal because Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was a strong minister, strong leader. Getting my point? Remember this thing. And after that, after the death of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, PM became moon among stars. So, after death of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, PM became moon among stars. Clear? Then, after Jawaharlal Nehru, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Now, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi was having prime ministerial form of government. That means strong prime minister. She was dominating. Okay. So, during her time, the parliamentary form of government or the parliamentary system changed into prime ministerial form of government. Clear? So, in actual functioning, there was a development of authoritarian trends. Clear? So, during the time period of Indira Gandhi, okay, parliamentary system transformed into prime ministerial system. Okay, that means there was a development in authoritarian trends. This much is clear to all of you. Okay, so this is the kind of government during the time period of Indira Gandhi. Getting my point? And after Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi came. Okay, so both Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi. So both Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi, there was a collapse of cabinet system. That means there was, at that time, cabinet system was not powerful. Okay, so collapse of cabinet system, and loyalists, those who were loyal to the prime ministers, they have their greater say. So collapse of a cabinet system. Collapse of cabinet system means here that cabinet system was not powerful. Loyalists have greater say. Loyalists have greater say. Technocrats have greater say. Have greater role rather than cabinet ministers. Clear? So technocrats have given huge importance over elected representatives during the time period of Rajiv Gandhi. So they were given huge importance over elected representatives. Getting my point? Even bureaucracy was more powerful. Loyal bureaucrats were there. Getting my point? This is the real scenario. Now, what is the position of PM in coalition government? Position of Prime Minister in coalition government. Okay. Coalition government means when no single party got majority in elections. Getting my point? So, however, the position of PM in coalition becomes weak. PM in coalition becomes weak. Clear? So it is not necessary that always PM will becomes weak. Okay, so it depends on the personality of the PM also. If you see the personality of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he could provide the leadership of coalition also. He managed 23 parties coalition. So it basically depends on the personality of PM. It depends on the personality of PM. For example, Atal Bihari Vajpayee could provide leadership. Getting my point? And if you see, on the other hand, Manmohan Singh, he could provide leadership in the first term, but unfortunately, he could not provide leadership in second term. Getting my point? This is the main feature. So if you see Manmohan Singh, former prime minister, so he was a prime minister for 2 terms. First term, he could provide leadership. Second term, unable to provide leadership. Getting my point? This is the main feature. Okay. Why this is so? Because during the time period of Manmohan Singh, diarchy was emerged. During his time period, The main reason was diarchy. Now diarchy was emerged. Diarchy means two centers of powers were there. Getting my point? That means responsibility was in the hands of PM and power is with the head of Congress party. Getting my point? Diarchy was there. Clear? So responsibility was in the hands of PM. Power was in the hands of head of Congress party. Congress party. This much is clear to all of you. So whether PM is first among equal or moon among stars, it depends on the personality of a leader. Getting my point? It depends on the personality of the leader, charismatic personality. If a leader is strong, then strong leadership will be there. Getting my point? So the power will be in the hands of Prime Minister. If the leader is weak, then the power will be in the hands of cabinet ministers. Getting my point? So this is the scenario, this is the issue which is also there in the news. Clear everyone? So I hope this much is clear to all of you. Okay, we have discussed this issue in a very simple manner. Clear? So for more such videos, you can like and subscribe our channel, that is Legacy IAS Academy. Thank you so much.